This video, I will show you how you can PvP in Minecraft like CLOWNPIERCE, showing his tactics and what makes him an absolute menace. Let's get into it. First, what do you need to PvP? For starters, you need a sword and an axe, both at least enchanted diamond, to deal the most damage. Bow isn't necessary, but very useful. Enchanting your bow is very useful, but if you can handle it without one, it isn't necessary. Potions are also very useful items, notably Strength 2. If you are the only one with Strength 2, it is almost a guaranteed win, because it gives you a 260% boost to your damage, and when you crit, it becomes a 390% boost. Speed and fire res are recommended, but are not necessary. If ender pearls and totems are allowed, bring them as well, and a shield. Shield aren't that good and are basically cosmetic for a reason I'll explain later. However, if you really think you need it, use it. You also want diamond armor, at least with some enchants, and the final item you need is probably cobwebs. You can use them is for offense, defense, and support, making them very valuable. Also, don't forget your water and your gaps, or some kind of healing item. Now, how do I use these items? You will mostly be using your sword. You shouldn't be using your axe that much. You only use your axe to get an axe crit at the start of the fight, and then start using your sword. A sword's DPS is much higher than an axe's DPS, which explains why you should use sword more. You pot up at the start of the fight. Some people make the mistake of splashing the potions on their feet. Don't. Splash it on the top of your head if you have time. If you don't, your potion duration will be a lot lower than it should. Use pearls when you need to, and usually if you're low, and keep totems in your offhand. You might be wondering, why not use a shield? The shields are practically useless because you could just spam with using any axe, and you can disable the opponent's shield temporarily in less than a second. You can use your bow when you're at distance, obviously, and you can web someone by hitting them with your sword, switching to your cobwebs, and placing a web where they would land. What makes this easier is by using hotkeys to switch to your items, because using your scroll wheel can be very time consuming. CLOWNPIERCE has great thinking when it comes to PvP. One example is targeting one person at a time when he's being ganged up on. He also has good aim and tracking. Even when being bounced around when 20 others are hitting him from the back, he can still hit the opponent he wants to hit. You can improve this by changing your sensitivity by 5 or 10% in the settings menu until you hit the sweet spot. You can make your sensitivity go down or up if you'd like. What I like to do is turn on hitboxes when fighting, so I know exactly where to hit. He also knows when he's in range to hit or crit. You can crit by jumping up, and on the way down, hitting. You can crit only if you click your backward key or let go of your forward key. Otherwise, it will register as a sprint hit. Critting gives a 150% boost to your damage. Even though that is a lot, that doesn't mean you should always be critting. Sometimes it is better to just normally hit, and CLOWNPIERCE knows when to hit. CLOWNPIERCE also targets the weaker members, or the ones that aren't as experienced as the others, to get people off his back. Other than that, it's just practice. Remember how I said to focus on one player at a time? Yeah, forget all of that. In Crystal PvP, you want to target the players in the worst positions. Explosions deal damage to your feet, so you want yourself a block below the end crystal, and you want your opponent a block above the end crystal. If your opponent is above the end crystal, then they will be in the worst position. If you find yourself in a bad position, quickly get to a good position immediately, cause if you go careless for a second, you will be gone in a second. Something that isn't well known is that you don't have to click the top part of the obsidian, or bedrock I guess, to place the crystal. If you click anywhere on an obsidian, the crystal will be on top of it. Also, other people don't know this as well, but the crystal hitbox is absolutely massive. CLOWNPIERCE has fully mastered these tactics, as shown where he won a 35v2 by using crazy tactics with end crystals as shown here. Slow falling arrows and potions will help them be in the air for longer, which will help you in the long run. You can get people to the top of the end crystal by hitting them with your sword, placing the obsidian, and placing the end crystal. At that point, it's just practice. Now, this doesn't relate exactly to PvP, but if you have confidence in anything, such as a job interview, a Minecraft PvP fight, or when you want to nuke another country, scratch that. If you have confidence, you can do anything better. And no one can explain it better than CLOWNPIERCE, because he literally has infinite aura. He can make his opponents shiver before the fight even starts.
Achoo.
Hey, whoa, chill.
Yeah.
CLOWNPIERCE.
Sorry, I got the sneezes. All right, but I think we should go over this pretty smoothly. Take off the armor.
Why would I take off the
Take it off
protection?
right now. I'm not gonna protect you against me. You know that, Rick Rap. Just take it off and you won't get hurt.
Let's talk about this.
Throw it on the ground.
Wait. But couldn't I like escape if I put it on?
I mean, you could try. Do you like your chances?
I really don't. No,
So I promise you, you won't get hurt as long as you just do as I say. I like throw it on the ground.
What's the end goal?
Throw it on the ground.
What's my guarantee you won't kill me if I just give you my arm right now?
I like you, Parker. All right, this is not about you. All right, this is not about you. About something else. I don't want to hurt you.
Okay. This.
Bro just asked if Rap can win. That's just crazy. He knows that he strafes and moves unpredictably to hit his opponents so much that his opponents can't land a single hit on him, and let alone win. Well, hope this video helped in some way. I hope now you're better at PvP and this video helped you. Make sure to like and subscribe, because if you watch this 8.5 minutes in, it probably means you are engaged. And you care at least a little bit about me, so subscribe!